All right, in this question we read that the average speed of a car is 40 kilometers an hour faster than the average speed of a freight train. To travel at 480 kilometers, the train takes 2 hours longer, which makes sense. It's slower. So the car gets there first and has to wait. Now, I tell you what, we're going to solve for the speed of the train, but let's set up our chart here. We've got a distance, speed, time chart where we've got the car and we've got the train. They're both going 480 kilometers an hour. I don't know how fast the car is going, but I do know it goes 40 kilometers an hour faster than the train. So the train goes X, car goes X plus 40. Okay, so my train, immediately, my car speed is going to be 480 divided by X plus 40. My train is going to be 480 divided by X. Now I know that the question says that the train takes 2 hours longer. But that's a comparison between these two. That's not what I'm asking. I want to know how long does the train take? Well, it takes this long. Its distance divided by its speed. You don't have to add 2 hours to that. That is just a comparison. That 2 hours is answering the question about the comparison between the two. So if I was to ask you how long did the train take, don't tell me 2 hours longer than the car. I don't know how long the car took. Okay? So you can't answer that way. But you're going to use that information to build an equation. So we've got 480 over X plus 40. This is the amount of time it takes the car to get there. 480 over X. This is the amount of time it takes the train to get there. Now, where am I going to add the extra time? Now, most of the time when people make a mistake here, they add the time to the train. They think, well, the train is slower. It's taking more time. But yes, it naturally takes more time. This answer here, regardless of what number you plug into X, because this denominator is going to be larger than this one, this number here is going to be larger than this one. The train automatically takes more time. Car gets there quick. The person in the car is going to have to wait for the train. It's going to have to wait 2 hours to have its time the same as the train. So now this is the equation that we're going to solve. And we do so by identifying that the lowest common multiple here, the lowest common multiple of the denominator will be just X plus 40 times X. So I'm going to put that in every numerator. So 48x plus 40 over X plus 40 plus 2x, X plus 40. Every term gets it. 480x, X plus 40 over X. Every term gets that common denominator in its numerator. But here now the X plus 40s cancel and we're left with 480x. Here we're going to get, what is this, 2x squared plus 80x. Here the x's cancel. I'll get 480 times x when I distribute that through. And now I'm going to get 480 times 40. I'm just going to use my calculator because I don't want to screw this up here. And this is going to be plus 19,200. My mistake. I wasn't reading that zero there, that extra zero. Okay. Well, now the 480s, I can cancel those from both sides. And now I've got a quadratic, so I'm going to bring over the 19,200. So 2x squared plus 80x minus 19,200 is equal to 0. Well, okay, I could divide all of those by 2, and I'll get x squared plus 40x minus 9,600 is equal to 0. Okay, well, I could probably spend a few minutes trying to factor that, but you know what? I'm just going to jump to the quadratic formula. It's going to be minus 40 plus or minus the square root of 40 squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2 times a. Now I'm just going to let the calculator do most of that work. 40 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 9,600. Okay, well that's going to be the square root, what was that, of 40,000 over 2. And the square root of 40,000 is just a beautiful little 200. Now, we got to think about this. We've got to be clever because there are two options here. It's either negative 40 plus 200 or negative 40 minus 200. But if you say minus 200, you're going to have negative 240 over 2. But that's going to give you a negative answer. That doesn't make any sense here. because that would imply the train's going backwards here. But negative 40 plus 200 is positive 160, divided by 2 is 80. 80 kilometers an hour. And we take a look up, there it is, option B.